That's just sports, baby.
Crowd goes wild, strawberry ice, bringing fire and style. Reds, Bengals, Bearcats, all in my zone. This is my stage, my mic, my throne. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy's fine is kicking down the door. Step into the ring where the passion ignites. Talking sports all day and all night. From the field to the court to the roaring stands. Strawberry ice with the world in my hands. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy's fine is kicking down the door.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Iceman Jeff Trenopole, and as always, I bring you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio. And of course, you know I'm always coming to you live from that ice cave.
All right, shout out to my sponsors. They are Party Lawn and Landscaping for all your lawn and landscaping needs. You need your grass cut, you need shrubbery trimmed, I don't know, you need a paper patio, you need anything. I mean anything. Landscaping required. Think Party Lawn and Landscaping. Also, shout out to T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And of course, Meyer Window, Door, and more. I got them in my house. I highly recommend you get them in yours. They're energy efficient, great looking windows, easy to clean. Meyer Window, Door, and more. The website is MeyerCincinnati.com. And also, shout out to my favorite brewery, Moorline Lager House. Get on down there, get you some delicious Moorline beer, some delicious Moorline food. You tell them I sent you. Moorline Lager House.
That's right. Shout out to all my great sponsors. Moorline Lager House. Head on down there, which I'll be heading on down there after the show. They got Bachfest going on down there. They're going to have goat calls or something, or sheep calls. I don't know. Bah! Something like that. You guys head out down there. It's going to be a lot of fun. You can drink some delicious Moorline beer and enjoy yourself. Also, shout out to Priority Lawn and Landscaping for all your lawn and landscaping needs. And, of course, Meyer Window, Door, and more. What is up to everybody in the chat? We've got Stranger in there. Brad's in there. Fuzzy Balls. You're a Blue Jays fan? All right. You're banned. You can't come on the show anymore. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Tony Blazin and Tebow. He's in the house. And Houday Iceman finally able to get on an episode live. So happy for this. Let's go. Well, I'm glad you're here. All right. So we've got some big things happening this weekend as far as college basketball go. Tonight, Miami of Ohio is going for the undefeated season at 9 o'clock tonight. I think it's on ESPN versus Ohio University. I plan on getting back from Bachfest to watch that, or at least I'm going to find a TV down there somewhere and watch it. It's going to be an awesome time. And then tomorrow, my University, the Bearcats, I know it's a football hat, but still my University, the Bearcats, are in a must-win situation. They must win. They must beat TCU to continue their chance, a very good chance, to make the NCAA tournament. Now, they got to at least win tomorrow and then at least win one, possibly two games in the Big 12 tournament. But that's what's going on. Plus, Monday, we got NFL free agency. Tampering period is starting. With that being said, let's get to the man with the plan, who has all the Bengals knowledge. He's got a draft guide. He's drinks and he knows things. He's the one and only Dale Altman. What's up, Dale?
Isn't that fancy? He's also a big enough douche to wear a shirt that has his own face on it.
That is awesome. I like that. Is that from the Chop Shop?
Yeah.
That is cool. I need to buy me one of those.
I've had it for a while, but
Yeah.
I was like, today, cut the sleeves out of it. It's
Yeah,
nice
hey.
and warm out today. Today's the perfect day.
Time of year to cut the sleeves off. I don't have my cut off. Mine are just pull it off. But trust me, in the summertime, I will be going sleeveless in here. But we also have another guy in the waiting room. He is from Cincy Jungle. He is a pioneer in the podcasting industry. He is the one and
The
only
Godfather.
the Godfather Anthony Cosenza. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I he did.
Yeah, a pioneer. I've been called a lot of things. I don't know if pioneer is wow, that is high praise. Gentlemen, how are we?
Good, brother. Good. I figured you'd like the pioneer thing. You know, that was
I did. I like I said, it's just not an accolade I've received before. So I loved it.
Well,
I loved it.
we got the pioneer, and we got Dale wearing his own T-shirt. So there you go. Yeah, exactly. See, you like that?
I love that. That's unbelievable. I love it.
Guide.
What does the sign say that you're
Dale,
holding?
It says Dale's Draft Guide.
Dale's Draft Guide. Oh, okay. Okay. I like it.
I think Cincy Jungle needs to start paying Chop to let him sell his shirts on your site. That's what they.
Let's do it.
That's what needs to happen.
We need merch. And I know Chop, man, the stuff that he comes out with is pretty awesome.
Chop's got all kinds of merch. He's got all kinds of stuff there. All right, boys. So we are on the precipice of the free agent tampering period.
Man, did you read like a dictionary today?
No,
Precipice, he says.
Precipice.
Pioneer. Yeah. We are. I mean, well, he only read the P's, right?
Yeah, right.
Pioneer. Yeah.
Today was P's. Today's letter is P.
The encyclopedia man came to his door with the volume P, and there you go.
I know some P words, but we won't.
He's like, today is P. That's the counter. That's what it is. All right, since we are on the precipice of the tampering period for free agency, I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, hey, I want JFM right off the bat. That's who I want. I don't think it's going to happen, but I do have a feeling something's going to happen Monday. I don't know. Am I crazy? What do you guys think?
I think something
Dale should go first. He had PDJ on there today, so he should go first. He got some inside scoop.
Yeah.
I definitely think some stuff's going to happen. I just don't think it's going to be the names that necessarily we're all hoping for. Maybe there's not going to be that big giant splash. You know, he didn't think Devin Lloyd was really even a possibility, the linebacker from Jacksonville. Brian Cook, the safety from Kansas City, he didn't think necessarily they'd be in that market, but he mentioned some other guys like Jalen Thompson from Arizona. And I just named off a bunch of guys, Nick Cross, all kinds of safeties. So he didn't think they'll be active. We'll see, right? I mean, they're all in every year, as Duke Tobin says. But this year, I think they have to be active. Obviously, you'd love like a John Franklin Myers. But we talked about like Draymond Jones. And that's a guy, I guess, he's been pounding the table for. But it was a question I had. And he says he talks about it like every show. I should probably watch a show more. I kind of gave you that one. But,
oh, really? You do? I've never heard you say that before.
But, you know, he has inside-outside versatility, and he played well against the Bengals, which we know is something they do a lot. So I'm hoping, even if it's not like, hey, this guy you're expecting at safety, you get a guy not too far down the list, still maybe a top 10 at that position player. Mm-hmm. Instead of number 1, you get number 8 on the list. Maybe Leo Chenal at linebacker. Instead of number 1, Devin Lloyd, you get number 5 at linebacker on the free agent market, who's young, probably still up and coming. He plays around 400 to 500 snaps a year instead of 1,000 plus you see a lot of linebackers play that are 3-down guys. Maybe it's still football. His best football is still ahead of him. So I think we'll be active. How active or what tier they play in, I don't know. I'm hoping it's more tier 2 guys and not tier 4.
Tier 2 and a lot of them, because that's pretty much what they did in 21.
Can we get a 2? Can we get 1 or 2 too?
I mean, that's what they did in 21 and 22, or in 2021 and 22. That's when they started signing free agents. It wasn't the upper tier guys; it was like the middle tier. But they all worked. AC, what do you got?
I think Leo Chenal is going to be a Bengal. If you ask me right now, I think that, and that may, again, not necessarily a household name, but I just, you know, weeks ago, I started kind of studying him, and then, you know, other people that are way smarter than me, including you two gentlemen, have been pounding the table for him. And then I heard today Paul Dehner Jr. saying, that's just basically who Al Golden described at the combine. To me, it's just that's just a fit, and that's probably a tier 2-ish, 3-ish type of guy. And I think that's where the Bengals are going to get their depth or starter pieces for the most part. And I think what a lot of people, I put this out on X, I think last night, but I think what a lot of people may or may not be missing again with this Trey Hendrickson likely departure here is the comp pick formula that goes into that. And when you see these guys now that are being cut prior to free agency rather than their contracts expiring, that may be where some of the quote unquote big names the Bengals dive into, because that doesn't mess with the comp pick formula as does an expired contract with a player that just hits free agency instead of being cut or waived or whatever right before free agency. So that's why, I think I'm not a huge fan of him, but I think like a Rashawn Gary may make some sense, because that doesn't, that's a veteran guy. It's a former high pick. Maybe you get him again, the Jerry Montgomery situation. I think there's a lot of connections there. Maybe not, the highest priority, but a guy that just makes a lot of sense and doesn't mess with that beloved comp pick formula that the Bengals like to hang on to there.
I want them to spend so much we don't get the damn comp pick.
Well, I do think there's going to be a mix. I think there's going to be a mix of guys that have expired contracts, but I do think there's going to be guys that this is what we talked about for the past couple of weeks, and it's really come to a head these past few days where there's guys maybe you didn't think about being available that are now available. So because of cuts. So I think that's where people, the Bengals may dive in.
See, I'm sitting there saying hi to everybody in the chat, and Dale's always got to make it weird.
I know, you're giving rock horns. Do you like what I'm saying? Do you like
Matt Walker? So I was like, touching tips for Matt Walker. We'll touch tips, bro.
I love what you're saying, AC. I always say BWO. Like, what's up? That's what I do. But yes, right. I like what you're saying. That I'll put.
I liked what he was saying. Hold on, let me say. Even though you didn't say this name, such a Bengals move. You're talking guys that got cut. Jonathan Allen, defensive tackle. Yep. Maybe we're not talking about as much as John Franklin Myers, Draymond Jones. It's not a deep defensive tackle market, but it's a proven veteran guy that the Bengals probably have liked at some point, right? Whether that was in the draft.
Now they can afford him. And now
they can afford him because he's 32, 33, and they can just see if they can get lightning in a bottle for a year for $4 or $5 million.
Exactly. All right, we got a super chat for here from Fuzzy Balls. Fortune favors the bold.
Is this what we got to do? A Fuzzy Balls.
Fuzzy Balls. That's like the money sign.
I don't know. That's so gross. What I'm doing. Anyway, go ahead. Yeah, I know. All right,
I don't know.
Fuzzy Ball, and I'm going to take the hair and the. Now that's gross.
That was next level. That was next level.
Next level.
Oh my God! Hey, look, you got AC to jump off the screen. Fortune.
He ran away. He said, "I'm never coming back on here."
He's like, "I'm done."
Not when Dell's on here. Nope, can't do it.
T. Higgins' best friend in college was Travis Etienne. We could get him 2 years, $25 million, and then we have the best running back tandem. What's your thoughts on that, boys?
I can't see it. Like, I don't think it's a great running back market, so he's probably going to get a decent deal, and maybe it's that, right? That's still a lot of money. I think if anything, we'd see a Chase Brown extension. Yeah, they still have P. Ryan. They still have Taj Brooks. Maybe they would take a flyer on a guy on day 3 in the draft. I can't see them dipping their toes in the free agent running back market, but you never know, right? Crazier things have happened.
And Matt here says, Mixon reunion. I love Mixon, but I don't see that happening.
Nope. Texans are cutters, man. They're Mexican cutters.
They're
crazy.
I do want to bring this up here because we're getting some love from Dale here for his draft guide. If I can actually find it, there it is. No, it's not. Where'd it go?
No, you actually were just making it up, but I still appreciate it.
No,
There's phantom comments about Dale's draft guide. Somewhere floating out there.
I get one up there, and I can't.
No, it's awesome. His draft guide is awesome. Come on.
It is. Oh, here it is. Yeah, here it is. But I can't. Here you go. I should have started the chat.
Oh, it does. There it is. There it is.
Yeah, see, Dale, your draft guide is the bomb.
Thanks,
Kansas City Chiefs and the Bengals were at Landon Robinson's pro day.
I think everyone was at Landon Robinson's pro day. Yeah, all 32 teams, and he put on a show. Why wasn't he at the combine? He should have been.
Yeah,
but worked out at fullback too. And I know when we interviewed him, he talked about, hey, put me in, because he does have like 3 carries for 80-some yards. He's got some carries, but like fullback, that guy will go smash somebody, and I think you can get a role for him on defensive tackle. Once you get to day 3, I'm a big fan of Landon Robinson, obviously.
You guys have sold me on Landon Robinson. I didn't know who he was till I listened to you. And trust me, Ken has, and I love you, Ken, but he's blown me up on Facebook, Twitter,
all over
my show. Yeah. Like I posted something about a running
Ken's
back.
Ken's awesome, by the way. Ken's awesome.
Ken. But isn't this crap? I posted something on Facebook about a running back, and he's like, Landon Robinson. But I'm like, that has nothing to do with what I posted. But all right, I'm with you, Ken. I love Landon Robinson.
He just wants you to know.
He's a long time podcast supporter guy.
He is. Awesome. Absolutely. Ken is awesome.
Yeah.
I
love you, Ken.
I was like giving Ken crap. Who named Joe is in the house? Who is a free agent that realistically that we could sign that would make us scream like little girls in delight? Support Dale's draft guide too. I don't know who Dale is, but Dale, that guy.
Go with it.
All right. So who do you think's gonna make us scream like a little girl? Me? JFM. That's who's gonna make me scream like a little girl.
Oh, yippee! Is that how girls scream?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Clearly never made a girl excited in my life.
I was just gonna say I haven't heard one in a long time. I don't. Yeah. As much as I think Chenal is a good fit for the Bengals, I just think kind of if they were able to get Minka, and I know a lot of people like Caleb Downs, if they were able to get Minka just because of the name and him being in the AFC North and still being 29, like it's not like he's 32, 33. Like he's got probably 2 good years.
What do you think they have to give up to get Minka? Is it a 2?
Well, they've tried to trade him, and there hasn't been any takers. So a lot of people think, and I think Paul Dehner was one of the guys who said, "Hey, he's going to be released by all likelihood." So
let's go.
I don't think the Bengals go in there if it's a trade situation, but if he is released, and again, it doesn't count against the comp formula. I do think that they may be interested. It just depends at what price and the guarantees and all that. But that would be a guy I'd say, hey, let's go. And that opens up. I love Caleb Downs, but that opens up 10 even more, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't have to leap for a Caleb Downs at that point. You can see who falls to you a little bit more at that point. So to me, I don't know if what was it? Giggle like a little girl, scream like I don't know what the noise was there. Yeah. But I'd be like, hey, former Steelers, stick it to them, right?
Yeah.
Like that's my
got the Jamar Chase double bird.
That in itself would be like, okay, interesting.
And then you get the picture, and Chop puts it on a T-shirt where
they're hugging each other.
Yeah. Just make them hug each other.
They're hugging it out now. Yeah. Now, one thing we talk about Caleb Downs here, and Sage Ohio here says Downs makes a defense, which he does. Does the knee issues that has come out lately? Does that? It doesn't scare me. I mean, I'd still take him. But what do you got, Dale?
What's true? What's not true? Who knows? It's come out and been refuted. Mm-hmm. To me, if there's issues, that's what you do. That's why you have a guy in for a top 30 visit. And you have your doctors look at him, run him through tests. If you didn't already do it at the combine, you get that information too, but you do it again, when you have him in-house for a top 30 visit. And you make sure that's okay, because you don't take anybody in the top 10 that you think has anything degenerative, in my opinion. Right. Those are the guys that slip to late first, and you're already talking the position of safety. With that said, Caleb Downs is a special talent. He is a coach on the field. He's everything you want in a player. If you feel okay about the medicals, you take him at 10 if he's there at 10. Like, I don't know if the medicals, if other teams feel good about the medicals, he's not going to be there at 10 is the thing.
Right. And that's the thing. What if now this is if this is what I think the Bengals will do. If for some reason Baines is there, which I don't think Baines is going to be there, and Downs, which there's possibly neither one of them are there, but what if both of them are there? I think the Bengals will take Baines just because Duke keeps saying pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. That's the way I think the Bengals will go. What do you think, AC?
If it's between those two, yeah, I would think they'd probably go edge over safety just because of the devaluation of safety that they've shown over their entire existence.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The big question, and this is one we faced on our show when we did a recent mock draft, is what if it's Styles or Downs, right? Ooh. I mean, like let's say Baines gone, let's say Bailey's gone, let's say all those guys are gone. You got questions on Peter Woods, and there are a couple of tackles there, but let's say you do some things in free agency, even with a Leo Chenal, even with a Minkah Fitzpatrick, and you're staring those two guys in the face. What's the decision there? That would really intrigue me. If that, I still maintain that someone's going to do something kind of funky in the top 10, in the top 9.
Come on, Cleveland, take Tyson, baby.
I think someone's going to do something kind of funky that, and maybe it's another tackle that you don't expect to go early, or whatever it may be, where there's going to be a lot of people, and myself included, have thought about this doom and gloom situation where you're like, okay, the 5-6 names that we've talked about for the Bengals at number 10, what if they are all gone, right? I still think that there's probably going to be a good problem. I think there's a probability that there is going to be a good problem for the Bengals in the fact of, hey, we've got 2 or 3 of these guys that we've got high on our board, and we got our pick of the litter, so to speak. So, but my thing, and we had this opportunity on our mock, and we went with Styles over Downs, and that's not the knee thing. That's not. It's just I do think, regardless, both of those guys are franchise-changing players for a defense. I really do. I think they are.
I don't think you're going to start being able to get Sonny Styles, and when the real thing happens,
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't think he gets out of the top 5. Like, I can see Tennessee at 4.
No.
But the Giants at 5, like, I really don't think he gets past 5. So it's like, I don't think it's crazy to say Sonny Styles could go at 2 to the Jets.
I wouldn't be the way. Well, dude, the way they killed it and the way everybody's talking, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Wow, I got my own show on myself. I like this. Nobody's on camera. I know.
I'm here.
I know you are. All right. Kent says it's concerning because Caleb Downs didn't participate in the combine on March 25th, or on March 25th, Ohio State's pro day. If he doesn't participate there, it's a red flag. Which, yeah, I'd have to. Yeah, if he doesn't test at anything, yeah, that would be. Then something's up. I don't
think he should ever run a 40, though, kid. And the thing is, because he's probably not going to run the time everybody wants. He might be a 4 or 5.
It might only hurt him. Yeah.
So there is no reason for him to run that. But to go out there, do position drills, do whatever he feels comfortable doing testing-wise, just to be like, hey, yeah, I'm still Caleb Downs. I'm still that guy. I think he will do stuff. I just don't know if he'll run a 40 if anyone's looking for that.
All right, I got to get to these super chats here. Fuzzy Ball's got another one here. Let's see, which I appreciate all the super chats you guys.
Yeah, man, I can use some of that. I can use some of this
money bags. You know what I mean? Fuzzy Balls is money bags.
Dale, you got to do the emoji.
My camera's off. But just imagine that I have a ball sack and I take a piece of hair off of the ball sack and I put it in my mouth and eat it.
I don't. That wasn't even any better. All right,
was it better as an emoji? Dale? That's not an emoji. Was describing it better?
No, that was worse.
Was it worse?
Never mind.
What emoji is that, Dale?
I don't know. There should be one. I mean, why? That should be an update. They give all these other updates.
Oh God. Okay.
All right. Fuzzy Balls, thanks for the $5 super chat. If you could trade back in the first and get a second, Would you make the trade if the players you want were gone? They're thinking.
Yes. I would love to trade back regardless. If somebody wanted to trade up right now for pick 10, which they're not going to do it till the draft because you have no idea who's going to go in the first 9 picks. Mm-hmm. But if you could tell me I could trade back to pick 15 to pick 16 right now and get 1 second-round pick, I would do that right now. I think the draft is deeper than it is with high-level talent. Now, I don't think the Bengals would want to trade out either because they might look at it like, oh, if a Sonny Styles, a Caleb Downs, a Reuben Bain fall to 10, we're taking them. A David Bailey, whoever.
Well, that might be something what they're on the clock is they might get that offer. They would consider it then. But before that, no, I don't think they would. But, yeah, if all the guys they want are gone, I would. AC,
and if somebody wanted to give me 2 seconds, I would take it right now to move down 5-6 spots.
Yeah, is the question, I guess I kind of missed the interpretation of the question. Is the question to move all the way back into like the top of the second round? You get another second rounder and some other stuff?
2 extra second rounds. So I guess they give you.
Like Dale's scenario where you move back, 5 picks or something. I'm like, if that worst case scenario happens where Downs is gone, Styles is gone, Bain is gone, Bailey's gone, all these guys are gone. And you think you can get a Peter Woods at 15, 17 instead of 10 and you get another second, yeah, do that. But if you're talking about, sacrificing that number 10 pick and really just getting kind of like a really late first or a second.
I would do it.
You really? Still would. You still would.
I mean, because Baines and Downs could be like generational freaking players for you. That's why I'm like, if they're there.
I know, but 2 seconds, like the question was 2 second-round picks. Yeah. To add to a second-round pick you already have.
So they say 3, it'd be 3 second-round picks total. Count the
ones and maybe one's one's this year, one's next. If somebody's giving me a next year second-round pick, I take it all day. That draft class is going to be insane next year in 2027. I'm just saying, like.
I don't know. I hear what you're saying. But I just for me, if Downs or Bain is there, it's hard to give up on them.
I think from Dale's perspective, like the value system makes sense. It would make sense. But for me, I'm just so with this team and Burrow being 29 now and all that stuff. I'm just like,
now,
dude,
give me a surefire guy.
Now, that's just kind of my mindset. But I don't think you're wrong in the term of like it being a non-equitable trade in terms of like
okay, let's just say this. You trade into the 20s or 30 and you get Emmanuel McNeil-Warren in the first instead of Caleb Downs.
Okay.
So a safety that I fully believe in. You get an extra second-round pick to go with your second-round pick. And you add a Grayson Holton at defensive tackle and you add an electric edge rusher. I think that still adds the team. Like, we need so much defense, but we're saying that right now. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Talk to us next Friday after this first wave of free agency.
Yeah.
We'll have a better idea, but it's good hypotheticals going into free agency. If you ask me right now, I think we have so many defensive needs, and I think there's going to be some good edge rushers there in the second round. That I'd be like, boom, I could get an edge, a safety, a D tackle, all within the first 2 rounds. I could get all 3 of those. Oh, maybe toss in a 4th thing. I'll just go ahead and get a slot receiver. I'll get a Zachariah Branch, if I get another second round pick, like give me 3 of them. In that sense, I'm like, I think the ceiling, the floor, I think it's all raised. Raise the roof.
No, I'm with you though. That's the thing. It depends. That's why I've always said this. Depends on what they do in free agency dictates what they do in the draft. So yeah, next Friday we'll definitely have a better idea. Hopefully we'll all be celebrating some good guys they signed here. I got a $5 super chat from Mr. Whisper, who I know is a avid supporter of OBJ, or Orange and Black Insider Podcast. If you had to take a guess, which position do you think the Bengals address in free agency on who is available? I personally think we go interior D-line. I'm with you on that because Peter Woods, and this is my draft guy here, Peter Woods is the guy, and then it kind of drops off after that. So that's where I'm thinking. That's why I keep saying John Franklin Myers. I don't think that's going to happen, but I think interior defensive line, and then worst case, they try to get an edge in the draft. Go ahead, Dale.
I think based on who's available and some of the names we've already talked about, I think the most likely positions, and I think edge is in there. And I was kind of surprised that Paul said on our show, Bengals and Brews, shameless plug.
Really? Yeah, show?
That he didn't see Joseph Osai coming back. So I think edge is somewhere in that mix as well.
Yeah.
But linebacker and safety are pretty deep classes, along with edge, like an Arnold Ebiketie. You know, there's some young guys still out there in the edge market, but linebackers, we mentioned Chenal, that we think most likely to be a Bengal. And then safeties, even if you're not playing in that market for Brian Cook, another Cincinnati guy that just won a Super Bowl, Kobe Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe that's a guy that they're in on. Maybe Reed Blankenship, who didn't have the greatest season, especially in coverage this year for Philly, but also a Super Bowl winner and a guy who had great coverage grades 2 or 3 years prior to that. Alohi Gilman, who the Ravens traded for, and he played well against the Bengals, which is always something to watch out for. So I feel like the safety and linebacker markets are two positions specifically that I think they'll add to. And it's like safety for sure, because if you're just banking on Caleb Downs, there's no guarantees there. Now, I know some people like Joe Goodberry are super high on Dylan Thieneman. I would not want that pick at pick 10. I mean, that's how high like Goodberry is on him. And I love Goodberry. I'm not there on him. I think he's a mid to late, like if you traded back scenario, fine. I like Emmanuel McNeil-Warren more than him personally. So, and I think it's a good safety and linebacker class in the draft, but we know how the Bengals are. If they feel like those are needs, and they have the money, they're probably going to go spend on those at places they don't have to spend $20 million per year. Maybe it's $8 to $10 million per year on a pretty solid player they can bring in.
Do not forget who the Bengals are at their core. And in that respect, I think veteran corner, I think the question was about free agency. I think veteran corners are going to be something that they look at, because there are 3 reasons for that. Number one, they are going to be trying to extend DJ Turner and Dax Hill. What do they want to have? They want to have insurance, and they want to have leverage in those contract negotiations. And what provides that? A veteran corner. They love the reclamation projects that are former high picks that maybe had a down year or two, that sort of thing. And they value that position highly. They value it highly. So I think in free agency, I think they'll attack defensive line. I think they'll look at linebacker, maybe safety as well, all of that. But I do not be surprised if the Bengals are aggressive in the cornerback market, or in wave 2, wave 3 of free agency, they get one of these guys. I've kind of pegged Greg Newsome as a guy. He struggled last year with Jacksonville, but he knows the AFC North. He's a veteran. He's played slot. He's played outside. You can debate the results on slot or outside and all that kind of stuff. He has given the Bengals headaches. If they have respect, as Paul Dehner Jr. said on his podcast, for Minkah Fitzpatrick, I think they also have respect for a guy like Newsome. Mm-hmm. So he may not be their guy, but I do not discount the Bengals going veteran corner for a number of reasons in free agency, even if it is a 1-year rental deal or a fizzle out or whoever it may be. I just think they need depth. I think they need contract leverage. I think they just want to look at that position.
Now, another position. Now, we all say the offense is set, which it is. One position that they could and probably should address in free agency, or it should be free agency or the draft, would be tight end. That's one thing I think that is in play here, because they don't know what they have with Eric All. Mike Gesicki is what Mike Gesicki is, which he's a great weapon, but he's not a blocking tight end. We don't have an all-around tight end other than Eric All, and we don't know if he's going to be even healthy enough to play this year. So am I off base there? Do you guys think that tight end is in play in free agency or in the draft? Goddamn.
I could see it in the draft more than free agency, like a day 3 guys there and tight ends tested really well at the combine last week. So it's like somebody's going to be there. Maybe it's a Marlon Klein from Michigan that I've got as a day 3 guy that, is just like, oh, he flew under the radar. He's a really good blocker. Obviously, like a Eli Raridan from Notre Dame, I really like, but I think he's more 4th round. I'm talking like 6th round. They have 2 6th-round picks. Hey, there's a guy here in the 6th round. Let's just take a swing on it, at that point, because these are a lot of guys that don't make your roster. But like free agency and targeting it early, I don't see. Part of it is Eric All. Not that I'm counting on him, but he is coming back. He's a guy on the roster. But they already brought back Tanner Hudson. They have Mike Gesicki. They have Drew Sample. They still have Cam Grandy under contract, that as a fringe type practice squad roster guy that can compete. So body-wise, I feel like they have a lot of bodies at tight end.
Bodies, but is it enough players?
I know.
They have the GOAT. Drew Sample there. We all know he's the man, right, Dale?
Yeah, he's the greatest 2nd-round pick of all time.
Yep. Second go to Ryan Hewitt, right?
Definitely couldn't just got him in like the 4th round and been the 4th round go.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been there. He wouldn't have been there for sure. Gone. But no, I agree with Dale. I think it's day 3 for probably. That's where they drafted Tanner McLaughlin. That's where they drafted. You guys remember C.J. Uzama was a 5th-round pick, and he was a guy that didn't even have a tight ends coach at Auburn or something like that.
Yeah.
And he ended up being pretty damn good for the team. So I think that it's probably a day 3, just kind of supplemental piece, maybe development. I still have high hopes, and maybe I just got a soft spot for him, for Eric All.
Me too. Absolutely.
I have a soft spot for him. And when they did a lot of 12 personnel with him in there, they were effective. It's just it's like that. Who was the running back a few years ago? Anderson for the Bengals.
Rodney Anderson from
Rodney
Oklahoma.
Anderson. I was going to say Ryan. That wasn't right. Yeah, same. Tore the same knee up twice, and it's hard to come back from that. But I still have high hopes for All. But I do think depth day 3 they'll probably. Like you said, one of those 6th-round picks, or maybe one of those things. They'll probably draft someone that either has high athletic upside, and you go, let's just see what we can develop, or is kind of the traditional tight end that is astute at blocking, okay at catching, that sort of thing, and is not in vogue in today's NFL. They may just go something like that. So,
Fuzzy Balls was saying Isaiah Likely, and that's a guy that's going to get
it
10,
almost looks
11,
like you're putting in a lipper, like you're
11, 12 million a season, and the Bengals already have similar guy with Mike Gesicki, and they're not moving off of it, and the chemistry with Joe and trying to get with Likely. Trust me, I like Isaiah. I like Likely a lot.
I like him.
I like
him
Likely
a
a lot.
lot.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, but I really do think they are hoping that Eric All comes back completely healthy, and I hope he does too, because he's a game changer when he's in there. He really helps them out a ton, and he's the best overall or all around tight end they have on the roster. So hopefully he's fine. But that's where hope's not a plan. You got to be able to have somebody else. That's why I think they're going to add to that room. We'll see what happens there. Now I do want to talk a little bit of a salary cap here. How do you guys know? Because this is the graphic that I have, and I think it might have changed by now. Over 69 million. Do they? Is nice. The cap more than that? Is it more than that? Yeah, 69. Yeah, I figured you'd like that, Dale. Do you know? Is the cap space bigger than that now, or is that right around where it is?
I have no idea, to be honest. I think
that's pretty accurate. Yeah.
Okay. So crazy thought. We know this is going to happen, but it'd be nice if they would restructure Joe Burrow's contract, because he does have it in his contract where they can restructure. They don't even have to ask him. You think there's any chance that all that's going to happen?
Probably not this year because they have so much cap space. But if they were actually aggressive, why not? That's what they should do. But what the Bengals are going to do, they're probably not even considering a restructure this year, for being honest.
No, which is crazy.
I think they would, only if an Orlando Brown Jr. type free agency opportunity presents itself that they don't expect, right? Somebody that, if you remember, they weren't really into Orlando Brown Jr.
No, he called them.
He was trying to rework with the Chiefs and all kinds of stuff. And then it was like, well, screw this. I'm going to a contender and they're going to pay me pretty okay money and, a long-term contract, and that's where I'm going. If something like that kind of falls into their lap, not saying that position, but if something like that, a player like that maybe that was kind of pie in the sky thinking, and then all of a sudden, that player's not getting the calls, they're not getting the love that they think on the open market. Well, then maybe they go, okay, we'll sign this guy, and then maybe we'll create some wiggle room that way. Otherwise, I'm with Dale. I don't really see that happening. This team will never, ever, ever put themselves in cap space hell, ever. So, I don't foresee that happening unless there's, a star player that comes, like you said, ringing their doorbell going, hey, I want to play for you guys.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what Orlando Brown did. All right. So speaking of offensive line here, do you think that they are going to add, because Ken's blown up in the chat too about this, a swing tackle, draft one or sign one? Because Cody Ford, they have not re-signed him, so they got to replace him somehow. Do you think they're going to draft one or sign one there, Dale?
Yeah, like we looked at the tackles. I don't necessarily see a swing tackle that's going to be on the market that you'd want to pay or that you would feel great about. And I know you never feel great about a draft pick, but I think that's another area that you would hope to find that in the draft. Whether it might be a 4th round, 5th round guy. It might be Isaiah World from Oregon, who had not a very great season and has been dinged up and hasn't been able to participate in the Senior Bowl that he was originally scheduled to participate in, or at the combine. So it's a guy like that, maybe 4th, 5th round, you get like Isaiah World from Oregon, and you're like, okay, true swing tackle potential here. Like, just to toss out a name with that. But I think it's more likely in the draft than it is Demetrius Crownover, Markel Bell from Miami, Crownover from Texas A&M, guys like that are fit the Bengals size too. Like Markel Bell's 6'9", like 350. Crownover's like 340, 6'7", 6'7", as kids say.
So what's 6'7"? Who is the I don't know why I forget people's names, but the other offensive line that the Bengals signed last year.
Was it Trent Brown?
No, this past year, who was starting and then he got hurt, and that's why Dalton Reisner went in. He was from New Orleans.
Oh, you're talking about the guard.
Lucas Patrick.
Lucas Patrick, yes. All right. So do you think there's any chance they bring him back as a swing?
No, I mean they could.
Well, he would be a tackle anyways.
Yeah,
true.
Exactly.
That's true.
Exactly. That'd be interior lineman. But I'm with Dale. I think they invest in the draft for somebody, again, developmental, swing backup, something like that, and probably, like Dale said, someone massive, because that's that's who they have on both tackles. Right. Yeah,
and that's the thing, is they need somebody who could potentially replace Orlando Brown too, because he will be a free agent after next year.
I think they'll kick that can down the road a little bit.
Oh, they will. Oh, they definitely will.
They have Cody Ford that they know can back up 4 positions.
Wait, is Cody Ford under contract still?
Yeah.
Oh, he is? Oh, okay. I thought he.
And then also Jalen Rivers, who played left tackle and left guard at Miami, played some right guard here. I wonder how they feel about Jalen Rivers. Bringing back Reisner, he's probably not even competing to be the starter in camp. Like, that's Reisner's job. We know you can say, up to $5 million, not a lot of money. It is for the Bengals. Up to $5 million is starting, and he should be a starter. But I think Rivers is a guy they could have as a swing at both positions with Cody. I don't think they're looking at swing tackle as much as we think they should be.
Yeah. And I think it's with what Dalton signed for, they can run it back. If he has a good year again this year, they can run it back and sign him for the same thing. And Rivers could, I don't know. I mean, I like him as our future right guard, but I wasn't ecstatic with what I saw with him at tackle, but I mean, maybe.
He didn't look good at tackle, and that's why they moved him to guard. But
he's a guard.
He has versatility that they feel like in an absolute pinch they have that, and they have Cody Ford. I'm just guessing they don't value it as much as we do, but I kind of hope they do. Like, I would take. I've said this before, but it's also to take over for Zeus. He's 1 year on his contract.
That's what I'm saying. They got to do something.
Monroe Freeling at 10 from Georgia is my guy, been my guy for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, if they do a lot of free agency, who knows? That could happen. Since you're off camera, Dutch Thomas wants you to chug a beer.
Go.
There you
go.
go.
Chug.
All right.
I did
Fuzzy
it.
balls again. $5 super chat. Appreciate you. We have the worst run D in the NFL, which chews up the clock and keeps Joe on the iPad. Bobby Wagner is the best linebacker in the NFL against the run. I guess you guys want to get Bobby Wagner. I would not be against it. He's older, but I would not be against getting him. What's your guys' thoughts?
He's older, but as Fuzzy said, clip it up, put it in my mouth, eat it.
Fuzzy.
But anyways, he is a very good run defender. He's really bad in coverage, but he's played a lot of snaps. He's a veteran leader. I like Bobby Wagner. I think Demario Davis, who's even older, he's like 37, almost 38.
Yeah.
But he's continued to play at a high level, and you have the Saints connection, with our linebacker coach that coached in New Orleans. So, like, Demario Davis is a guy I probably see more likely if they go the veteran route than Bobby Wagner.
Okay. AC, what's your thoughts on Bobby Wagner?
I think the Fuzzy Balls super chat segment should be presented by Manscaped at this point.
Honestly,
Manscaped. Just email Sports Strawberry Ice. You can sponsor that.
But I like the Wagner idea just because of the leadership and the veteran, tutelage type of thing. But I do, and because you're still trying to get those second-year linebackers now. Like they got their footing under them towards the end of last year. You like to have that veteran presence, but that is such a short-term Band-Aid. I don't know. It would have to make a lot of financial sense for that to happen, I think.
Well, do you think I think they need to sign a veteran linebacker in this offseason just to help. If they're not going to draft one, at least to help the two young guys. Do you think that's in play? And I don't mean an Orm Burks. I mean somebody like a Bobby Wagner, somebody who's been a starter.
Well, that was one of the first questions I had to Paul, and I hate to keep bringing up this show. Like, go back and watch it, but
oh my God, we know you had Paul Gator Jr. Whatever,
I know, but it is like questions I had, and AC mentioned him earlier. Leo Chenal, who's still a young guy and a guy that can blitz off the edge. Like, it's one of the things he's best at. He did it a lot at Wisconsin, played off the edge. Like, he would fit perfectly in that role and then allow Knight to move back. And as Paul said, like, it didn't sound super glowing for Barrett Carter as much as it did Demetrius Knight. And it's like, well, I kind of get that too. One's a second-round pick, one's a fourth. So Barrett Carter's role could be replaced. And that's where, like, a Demario Davis, a Leo Chenal, and Knight kind of as the middle. I mean, he's 48 years old now? Like, if Demetrius Knight can't be kind of that leader, alpha, middle guy that you drafted him in the second round, it's a bad pick. I think they're going to give him a shot to do that.
I think so, too. I'm listening. I was just typing in something here. Sorry. Crip here says, which is an interesting one. Do we draft a center this year or maybe late rounds? To me, I think there's too much stuff to fix on defense to keep drafting all these offensive linemen. But if they're there and it's worth drafting them, I wouldn't mind it. I mean, do you guys think because that is something now the other thing is how much do they like the centers they have behind Ted? I mean, what's your guys' thoughts on Matt Lee? Yeah, Matt Lee. What do you guys think about that?
I don't think they like Matt Lee because they've never given him an opportunity. I know he was injured a lot last year. I could see them in the market because McLaughlin, he signed elsewhere because that was a guy that we thought could be in the mix. I think we'll have an annual Ted Karras 1-year extension around training camp time.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, they got Matt Lee in the 7th. So, I mean, it's possible that they continue to look at somebody like that is not viewed as center / guard, right? Like someone who is like a center at the next level. That may be where they look. And that's kind of what happened with Lee just because of his size, right? He was like 280s-ish. And they just feel like he didn't have the bulk to be a guard. And I think he has shown good things in the preseason, but I think they might want someone bigger. I don't know. And like Dale said, he hasn't really gotten a true shot. So
Not really. No.
We'll see. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Nostradamus literally said Pat Coogan, and that's who I was thinking. And I do think they'd want guard center versatility. Played at Indiana, Notre Dame before that, won a national championship this year with Indiana. But also, I'll throw out another name, Jaeger Burton from Kentucky. He's played a lot of guard center, tested really well. So that's another guy. We're talking day 3, 6th round. Maybe one of those guys are there. You take him.
There you go. All right, what I was typing in, because I was trying to do a would you rather Bengals stuff, and what it brought up all the questions we pretty much already talked about. So I'm doing a would you rather food questionnaire here. Now, you guys ready? It's kind of a fun topic we do on a Friday here for like the last 10 minutes of the show. You guys ready?
Sure.
All right.
I don't know what you're doing right now.
All right. This is the question.
The last couple of Fridays, have I not been here? I don't remember doing this before, but okay.
Yeah, me neither.
No, first time.
I was drunk, though, to be fair.
Well, there you go. Okay. All right.
Okay. Now, here you go. Would you rather eat pizza for the rest of your life or burgers for the rest of your life? Are you a pizza guy or a burger guy?
Man, both good options, if I'm being honest, but I'll go pizza. You got thick crust, thin crust. Pizza is always good. You got tortilla pizzas. You got just all kinds of pizzas. I could mix it up with pizzas.
Oh my gosh, he sounded so much like Mel Kiper right there. You got tortilla pizzas. You got flatbread pizzas. Oh my God, that was very Kiper-esque right there. I'm gonna be, SoCal snobby and say, what are we talking about? Are we talking about Domino's for the rest of my life? Are we talking plain cheese? Can we mix it up? Am I cooking my own burgers? I mean, like, what are we talking about here? I guess just from the so cool.
Well, I was to mix it up. I put mix it. You can make
you got tortilla crust, you got flatbread crust, you got this guy in the
you got pizza bread, you've got all the pizza. Right.
You got pizza sticks. Yeah.
You got bagel
bites.
bites.
How much can you do with a burger?
You can put it in a wrap. You can
do a bowl. A tortilla wrap. You could do.
Hold on. Are we talking meats? Are we talking like hamburger meat? Because then that's tacos. See, that's a whole different conversation.
It just says hamburger, so I'm assuming just a hamburger or a version of a hamburger.
You opened up a can of worms on this.
I did. I'm glad I brought this up. This is cool. Keep going.
Well, what about you?
Oh, there you go. Hey, you can. Oh, that's not what. You can do like Chop said, Papa John's.
There you go. Best of both worlds, I guess. Right
for
there,
me.
What about you?
See, one of my favorite foods in the world is La Rosa's pizza. So I would have a hard time not saying pizza, but I also love hamburgers. So I would probably lean more toward pizza because it wouldn't because you can do a lot of different stuff with it.
I sold it.
Yeah, and like I said, AC, I don't know if you ever had La Rosa's pizza here, and since it's freaking delicious, it is my favorite pizza. So that's the way I would go with it. But I mean, hamburgers would be great too. But I would probably go pizza.
See, if we're
I'm thinking the protein, baby. I'm thinking the protein.
I'm thinking fat ass.
Okay, are you talking the ingredients to make any kind of pizza or the ingredients of beef, like hamburger meat?
Well, so
if
you take it this way, you would take it just like a pizza. What ingredients you would do to a pizza? Well, there's lots of different things you can do with a pizza, and what you can do with a hamburger. So a bun or a wrap on there, and then whatever you could put with the hamburger. I guess that take the hamburger meat out and put it on a salad or a burrito. Just kind of that way. That's the way. So you have a circular pizza and you have a hamburger, and like I said, I'll let you do a wrap there. So that's kind of the way.
I'll go pizza. You got stuffed crust pizza. You got thin crust. You got deep dish pizza.
See, that's the nuances of the question. That's the nuances of the question. Like, can you do toppings? Can you do different stuff on pizza? Because obviously you can vary that up. But can you do bacon? Can you do barbecue sauce? Can you do Thousand Island? Can you do all kinds of different stuff on a burger as well? Are they allowing cheese on the pizza or the burger rather? You know, I mean, it's
I would think so.
My wife just walked in and she's like, "This is the important show you have. You're talking pizza and burgers."
Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
This is why I had to pick up our son from school, pizza and burgers.
All right. I got one more and we'll end it on this one here. All right. If you had to, for the rest of your life, would you rather drink ketchup or drink mustard?
Oh, mustard. Mustard.
Really? Ketchup.
Oh, ketchup.
Oh, ketchup.
Yeah, ketchup for sure. Mustard? Oh, I mean, I love mustard, but
mustard sucks. Mustard sucks. Come on,
why mustard, AC? Why mustard?
It's just my jam. Yeah, again, you got your Dijon mustard, you got your honey mustard, you got your regular mustard, you got come on.
Paul's with you.
It's a versatile condiment. If we're gonna do Kuiper,
Dude, I thought you were doing Rain Man there for a minute there. I like Wapner, Judge Wapner.
I know, definitely, yeah.
definitely Whopper, definitely Wapner.
You guys are ketchup.
Yes, I'm ketchup.
Okay. I got a follow-up question to the pizza one. Do you guys like your hot honey on pizza? Do you do hot honey on pizza?
I don't know if I've ever had it.
Really?
To be honest. Yeah, I don't.
Oh, that's good stuff.
I've had it on wings before.
It's spicy honey. It's just like a drizzle of spicy honey. It's and actually the first time I ever had it was at a place, I can't remember the name of it. It was in downtown Cincinnati. After a game in 21, they did the hot honey, and it was like.
There you go. Hey, I got to be a $5 super.
I feel like I'm on an island here. I'm mustard. I'm hot honey. I mean,
well, you're from
good God, guys, throw me a bone.
We're from Ohio.
There's multiple people that like mustard in the chat.
Yes, there is. You're not the only one here. All
Lee.
right, Fuzzy Balls, $5 super chat. Enchilada.
Oh my God, he's at the club, man. He's just
throwing it out there. I like it. I'm like, I'll dance for you. Enchilada, rotelli, slow cooked. 2 big cans of enchilada sauce and 2 pounds of hamburgers cooked and mixed with 16 ounces of rigatoni and mixed 2 bags of Mexican cheese.
Sounds like fancy hamburger helper.
It sounds freaking delicious. I think you should make
I just do the hamburger helper and I put some ketchup on it. No, I wouldn't actually put ketchup on it.
So, all right. So this is one that we always bug Greg about. On your steak, are you putting A1 on your steak, AC?
No.
Are you putting ketchup on your steak? Because somebody else I know likes ketchup on a steak.
Ketchup on my steak?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! What is this? No. Well, what? I mean, what? No.
I feel like this whole area of questions I do like to make fun of me. Just to make fun of me.
I do hot sauce on my eggs, but I mean that's
good.
About, or salsa on my.
Now when I was a kid, I did put ketchup on my steak when I was a kid. Not now, no.
I did when I was a kid. I did a lot of A1. A1 is like A1. I'm like, okay, that's okay, but I just personally don't do it. I just do a lot of seasoning and barbecue it or whatever. I don't dig that. The one thing I do like though, if you're doing like prime rib or a prime rib sandwich or something, is the raw horseradish. If you do raw horseradish in the
I've never been a horseradish guy.
Oh man, that's so good.
I got one for you when you come here. You gotta try.
Who is making these divisive? We were like best friends, and now there's all these divisive.
I am the
questions.
I am the last person. Like I am ketchup with my steak, turkey ketchup.
This is why it's fun to ask this.
Chicken tenders, that's my jam.
Ketchup.
Yeah.
All right, I got one more.
Ranch? Do you do ranch?
Oh, fuck no.
Okay. Good God.
All right.
I'm a child.
All right, one more. All right. This is a Cincinnati one. Would you rather Would you rather eat a 3-way every day for a year or never have it again? 3-way chili, AC.
Oh yeah, I don't really like it.
Spaghetti, cheese, chili. I'd eat it every day for a year, no problem. From Skyline, give it to me.
the choices are to have that
You
every day
have to
or
eat it every year. Or you can never eat it again.
probably never eat it again because
Oh!
I have it so rarely. I just that's not a thing out here. So
It's delicious. Have you had it?
I know.
Have you had it?
I've had a taste of the chili itself, but not like the 3-way or the coney or any of that kind of stuff. So next time I'm out there, I'll probably do, because I'm so adept at social media, I'll probably do a video of me at chowing some of that stuff down. It looks delicious.
It is.
Yeah.
I got another one for you. Got to try here. If you like sauerkraut, you got to try Izzy's corned beef. It is freaking delicious. Trust me, I'll get you nice and fat when you come visit us next time. I'll tell you all the places to go.
You know what I like?
Oktoberfest out there.
Barbecue.
Yeah, that too.
Flippo wings.
Yeah.
To my sponsor, Midwest Best Barbecue.
Yeah, exactly. We love them. We love them a lot. Dale, do you want to plug some stuff? Like you might be doing a live show with yours truly at some draft show.
Yeah, we'll see if I'm there or not.
No, you're going to be there.
But either way, get your tickets to the Project Game Day. It is a watch event.
I finally got a follow from Project Game Day. I'm so
about time. What took you so long? Damn it, Dale.
Months. I'm sorry. I disrupted your plug. Please start over.
No, Project Game Day. So night 2, draft event, 3rd annual draft event. It'll be at the Folding Warehouse. Special guest DJ Turner in the house. So that is freaking awesome. Tyler Kelly, the Steelers fan, Chop's buddy that he used to work with. He has a Cincy hat tramp stamp because of a bet that we did on our show before. But now he's also going into dunk tank for no reason. But he is a military veteran. And what Project Game Day does is get military veterans and individuals with disabilities to Bengals games. And this is our fundraising event we do one time a year. $35 is the ticket. It's at Folding Warehouse. You get to do all the folding. You get to watch the thing. You get to watch the draft with everybody else. You get one drink ticket. You get free food. So the food is barbecue from, I'm sorry, I'm blanking on. It's not Midwest, so I forgot the name. But it's somebody else who's doing it for cost, so it's to help us raise money. You know what I mean?
It's really good food too.
Yes. But yes, awesome. Appreciate it. And appreciate
buy Dale's draft guide.
Yeah, all the money I did. Like, man, I'm working on 2027 draft stuff, doing charts on Excel. I learned Excel strictly for this stuff I do, that gridiron grading and other people do. I'm like, I'm going to put charts for my draft guide. So I'm going to put all this information in. $5 donation at minimum for the draft guide. It all goes to Project Game Day. So I've raised right around $500 this year, $500 last year, $1,500 the first year. People was like, it might actually be good. It's tailed off since. But hey, sticking at $500. It's money raised, time I put in, all goes to help people do that. Burnt Butts Barbecue. Thank you.
There you go.
I haven't tried it.
Burnt Butts Barbecue.
Burnt Butts. All right. One last question, and then I'll get you guys to promote some stuff for you. All right. This time next week, if the Bengals can sign one free agent, who are you picking? They can only sign one. Who is it?
Are we saying who we want, or are we saying who we think? Who we think?
Well, we'll do it both ways. Who do you want, and who do you think?
Leo Chenal. Leo Chenal.
That's who you want?
It's who I want, and I think that's who I think. Okay. I think it's both. Yeah.
I still want John Franklin Myers for who I want and for who I think. I will say Alohi Gilman, safety. I don't know.
You brought that name up a couple times. That's a good one. That's a good.
He's
name.
Still fairly young.
Yeah.
Like seen him with Baltimore. Like, I don't know, just like, and the cost. He's not being talked about like the top tier guys. So
that's a good name.
For me, it's JFM. That's who I want. Who I think it's gonna be Brandon Cook. I do think they're gonna sign a safety. I think Brandon Cook might be the guy.
Brandon Cook, the wide receiver?
No, the safety from. Am I saying his name wrong?
Brian.
Brian Cook. Oh, sorry. Brian Cook. I even wrote it down, Brian Cook. I still say his name wrong. Brian Cook from University of Cincinnati. AC, plug some stuff before we get out of here.
Just real quick on the your charity there, Dale. If I'm gonna try, my friend, to get out there, but if we cannot, how can one donate to that charity? And I already got the lights going off.
There's the light.
So,
California lights.
Yeah.
Turn the lights out.
How do you donate?
Well, they set up a website now, so it's not Venmo. And we had a guy who kind of set up a Project Game Day thing and was getting money at one point. That was terrible for the organization. I hate people that do that. But it's projectgameday.org, and it's Project Game Day DEY. So Game Day DEY.org, and you can go to that site and you can donate whatever amount you want. You know, if you just want to, hey, I want to toss in $10 to this charity, and it's going to directly go to these people. And what we do, we get tickets to the game. They get money for their parking, money to spend for gas, everything. So it's a special experience for people that maybe otherwise wouldn't get to do it financially or, you know, for whatever reason. And just trying to, you know, pay it forward type stuff. So projectgameday.org is where everybody should go. Send a donation. Or if you want to come to the draft event,
do I have an invite?
Be there. Sports with Strawberry Ice doing a live show for the draft event.
With Dale Altman live from there too. And Anthony Cosenza.
Do I have an invite? I would if I can come, I would love to come. And Dale promised earlier on his show today that DJ Turner was going to be inking his new extension at the event.
No, so, Paul Danner Jr. said he should do that, and we'll see. We'll see. It's possible, right?
You never know. You never know. You never know.
You should have live on our show there. That would be even better.
But AC, if you make it out, it's on Friday, so it's on night 2. I know you may be going to the draft as well, but if you can make it out, man, that would be awesome. And anything we can do to promote the event, you know, and you guys on Orange and Black Insider, if you can help promote that, that would be awesome too.
Well, yeah, and put it on the site, dude. Always happy to. I'm a big proponent of nonprofits and supporting veterans and those with disabilities and all that kind of stuff for a lot of different reasons, both personal and otherwise. So, big proponent of that. So I'm glad you guys are doing that. I don't have much to promote. I'm just a schlub. So I'm just glad to hang out with you guys on a Friday as usual. And
you're a pioneer. Don't you remember? You're a pioneer.
Yeah, pioneer.
You're a pioneer.
Sound like I own like a fast food franchise or something. I don't know.
That's Anthony Cosenza here.
I was thinking pioneer like Davy Crockett. Like we need you in the Davy Crockett
raccoon hat. Yeah.
You have the old musket.
Oh my gosh. That is true pioneer. But no, you guys are the best. Appreciate both of you and keep up the good work. I watched both your last couple of shows. I know Jeff, you had one of our favorites, Trags, on, and Dale, you had PDJ, another great guy. 2 of the best in the biz. So keep up the good work, guys, and look forward to keep doing this. Hopefully more and more in the future.
Sounds good, brother. We'll see you next Friday. Hopefully we'll be celebrating some free agents. We'll see.
Oh, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. Hey, if we get on here and have 3-4 free agents next awesome. Friday, oh man, that'd be a fun show.
Then Fuzzy Balls better bring the dough, man.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah, Fuzzy Balls better bring the wallet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Oh my God.
All right. That's what I'm into.
I had to do it. Love you.
See you guys later. Oh God. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Thanks for watching. I have a live show, YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitch. You can follow me on all those, along with Instagram. I'm a live show on Instagram too, along with Threads and TikTok. Check out my Substack. I do some articles on there from time to time. Do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the show, share it out to everybody about Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'd appreciate it.
All right, shout out to my sponsors. They are Priority Lawn and Landscaping for all your lawn and landscaping needs. You need your grass cut, you need your shrubbery trimmed, I don't know, you need a paper patio, you need anything. I mean anything. Landscaping required. Think Priority Lawn and Landscaping. Also, shout out to T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And of course, Meyer Window Door and more. I got them in my house. I highly recommend you get them in yours. They're energy efficient, great looking windows, easy to clean. Meyer Window, Door, and More. The website is MeyerCincinnati.com. And also shout out to my favorite brewery, Moorline Lager House. Get on down there, get you some delicious Moorline beer, some delicious Moorline food. And tell them I sent you. Moorline Lager House.
That's right, guys. Head on down to Moorline Lager House. They got Bachfest going on. I'm heading down there right after the show there. Hopefully, I'll get to see you guys down there. Also, give a call to Priority Lawn and Landscaping. If you want your yard cleaned up from all this winter, you need some mulch, some landscaping rock, or anything like that. They also do some concrete stuff too, so you patios, sidewalks, all that cool stuff. Make sure you check them out. Also, shout out to Meyer Window, Door, and More. And of course, later on tonight, I'll be pulling off the sound, putting on the podcast. Do me a favor, listen to it, rate it, like it, review it, leave a 5-star review and a comment so more Cincinnati fans can find my podcast. It's on BeanPod, Apple iTunes, Spotify, Google, Stitcher, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. It's been an awesome, awesome show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you back here on Monday, where the tampering period will be officially underway, and I'll have my boy Bengals captain on. But between now and then, remember one thing and one thing only. That is Who Day for life. Everybody throw it up. That's your sports, baby. See ya!
Another great show. You guys still here? The show's over. You can come back tomorrow. I'm out of here. See ya.